Hi, you guys. Today is Thursday, August 20th, 2015. My name is Doris, and this is the Knit and Purl Podcast, episode 63. And we'll see what the name is. You can find the show notes for this podcast on knitandpurl.net. The Purl is P-E-A-R-L. P-E-A-R-L. In social media, I am One Fine Cow. On Ravelry and Twitter, I am One Fine Design, the number one. On Facebook and Etsy, and I am Doris M. Smith, all smooshed together on Instagram. Hi, you guys. How's your week? We have a Ravelry group for this podcast, which is the Knit and Purl Podcast group. There is links in the show notes. And down below, if you are watching on YouTube, we have 2 new members this week. We have Purple711, who is Karen from Independence, Missouri. I am from Karen. I'll talk to you for a minute. I'm from Richmond, Missouri, which is like close to Independence. And at the first weekend in December, my sister and I spend a good amount of time at the mall at Independence Center. So I know the area. So thank you for joining the group. And Happy Knitter 1, who is Arletha, and she's from Detroit. Thank you, Arletha, for joining the group, and I hope I said your name right. Make yourself at home, start a thread, start a conversation. You are welcome. The birthday shout-outs this week for the Ravelry group, we have 4 birthdays, and 4 because I'm doing 2 weeks because I won't be filming next week, and I'll tell you that in the stories of the week. But we have Know Me Knitter, who is Luann. Her birthday's on today, actually. Happy birthday, Luann. And Dragon Lady, who is Yvonne. Happy birthday. Her birthday is also today. And we have Chessman, who is Kathy. Her birthday is the 23rd. I'm trying to guess the date. And we have Simona Maloney, who is Simona. Her birthday's on the 31st. Simona has an awesome Etsy store called Recycled Yarn Co. Go see her. She's awesome. Anyway, happy birthday, ladies. I hope you have a wonderful day, and that you get to do the things that you want to do and celebrate your birthday. Okay. So, more administration. The August rules for the June, July, and August cowl, which is the blanket. You must be a member of the group to qualify for prizes. It is a blanket along, piecing, or whatever you have chosen to do. Chatters welcome and encouraged. The blanket needs to have been started on or after June 1st and finished and posted by August 31st. So those of you who posted a finished object in the July thread need to post it in the August thread to qualify for the prizes. You can have 2 entries per person, and the prize is a big one, I think. It's a $10 giftable pattern from Ravelry. So get those entries posted. I will close the thread August 31st. And next episode, we will draw for those prizes. So I'm also going to talk about the September cowl. Just going to go ahead and put that out there so you can get prepared. It is the Hand Spun Cowl knit along. It's hard to say cowl and cowl. Which the Hand Spun Cowl is my pattern on Ravelry. And I have posted a link, number 1, so you can click on it and look at the pattern. And there is a coupon code in a thread for September cowl, I think, or it's the Hand Spun Cowl. Let me clarify, sorry. It won't take long. I'm on Ravelry on my iPad right now. Going to the thread. Yeah, it is the Hand Spun Cowl thread. There is a coupon code for 50% off the pattern. So, till the end of August. So, you must be a member of the group to qualify for prizes. You can have as many entries as cowls completed and posted. Chatters welcome and encouraged. Begin on or after September 1st and finish and posted by September 30th. And so before I go any further, I'm just gonna, this is my very first cowl that I made and came up with the pattern. The reason, the significance of the pattern is I had this thick and thin hand spun cowl and hand spun yarn, sorry, and I wanted to make a cowl or something, and I couldn't find a pattern that would be appropriate for thick and thin hand spun cowl. Oh my God. Thick and thin hand spun yarn. So I'm like, okay, so I've learned from watching other podcasters that you can hide a multitude of sins with texture in your pattern. So I came up with this pattern. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. So I knitted another one. This yarn, blah, 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 blah. This fiber is from Yarn Geek Fibers, and the color, I think it's a Polworth, and the color was called Toe Shoe. I absolutely love this. This one I knit second and tried to clarify the pattern, and this fiber is my hand spun. Kind of wonk, kind of like wild. You can't hardly see the patterning, but this is Leading Man Fiber Arts in the colorway You Betcha from 2014's Zombie Knit Apocalypse. And then I needed some commercial yarn, so I tried this commercial yarn, which I think this is just gorgeous. It is, oh, let me get the pattern up again. I'm sorry. Okay, I didn't put a link to the pattern. So this is the commercial yarn one, and it is, oh boy, so many links. This is Universal Yarn Classic Shades. This might be my most favorite one. Just, this is my favorite. And finally, the last one I did is, this yarn is my hand spun from Happy Fuzzy Yarn, and the color is Sea Monster. So you see a lot of different colors, a lot of different, so this is a versatile pattern. But if you don't have hand spun, you can use commercial yarn. Like I said, I tried this. It was the Universal Yarns Classic Shades. Okay. So do you want to see what the prize is going to be? This is going to be a hard one for me, but appropriate, I think, with the cowl. The prize will be my hand spun, one of my most favorite that I just completed. I didn't look up the yardage. I'll look it up before the next podcast, so you know the yardage. This is my hand spun from On the Round. It is 100% Polworth top. The color is Cosmic Rainbow. I think I got 240 yards, but I'm not for sure. But I will list this with all the things next podcast, next show notes. So this is the prize for the handbrake cowl knit along. Putting it in the bag. There it is. Price, handbrake cowl knit along. Coupon codes in the thread on Ravelry Hand Spun Cowl. Okay, links in the show notes to the pattern. So, story of the week, stash enhancement. It has been a normal week with work and chores and regular stuff, with some knitting thrown in there. Also, we got to spend some time with the family on Saturday and swimming and barbecuing, and it was very nice. So next week there will not be a podcast because Ted and I leave Thursday to go to the annual bull float trip. We leave on Thursday to set up camp and everything. We float on Saturday. The other members of our group will come Friday after work, and it'll be a rambunctious weekend. But I won't be here to do a podcast next week. So I'll see you in 2 weeks. But I'm not done yet. This podcast is not over with. So for stash enhancement, it's not really yarny, but I have to show these beautiful, beautiful brooches. They're all the same. I got these brooches I got 6 of them the same to finish my brooch bouquet. Hopefully I will be able to get it finished this weekend and be able to show it to you next time I podcast. So this gets wired with a stem, and then it gets mixed into this bouquet of flowers. Brooch bouquets it's called. And then I will do you'll see it. You will see it. I'm promising myself you will see it the next time I podcast. That's all. No. Okay, we're going in now to the yarny stuff after 13 minutes. Sorry. I have no finished objects, but I have 4 whips. I have a new one this week, but we'll start with the ones you've seen. I think I got a progress on everything. Some progress on everything. We're starting with the Rose City Rollers, which is a free pattern on Ravelry by so this is where I was last week. So I got some progress. I love the colors. Okay, Rose City Rollers. Free pattern on Ravelry by Mara Catherine Briner. I am using Polworth yarn stiletto. Put it over there. It's kind of wonky, but there it is. Stiletto. Polworth yarn. It's not Polworth. Plymouth yarn. Stiletto, which is 70% superwashed merino and 23% nylon and 7% Lorax for the sparkle. So I'm on the foot. I probably have another 3 inches, 2-3 inches before I start the toe decreases. This is sock number 1. I'll probably be taking this on my camping trip. I'm using 2.75 carbons. In my bag that I got as a gift, prize draw from Made by Faye, who does the Spinning a Yarn Monday podcast on YouTube. And it's a knot bag she made. I love it. Little sheepies. In my bag, by Joanne Springs of Knit Spin Farm, links in the show notes, is the second hand towel. Okay, get my stuff together. It is a basket rib hand towel. It's a free pattern on Ravelry by Tracy Heiner. The yarn is, there's where I was last week. The yarn is Barnett cotton, Handicrafters cotton. It's Geometrics. It is 100% cotton. So here it is. I'm using US 6's 4mm double. It's like a 40-inch circular Addy Turbo. That's it. I like the pattern. Like I said, this is my number 2. And if you can see, there's where I was last week. So I did 3 pattern repeats. That's all I can say about that. It's number 2. Number 3 in my number 2 Joanne Springs Knit Spin Farm bag is my Freesia, which is, I'm still on the first skein. Trying to get that's not the picture pattern, build the pattern. There's what the pattern looks like in black, but it's a gorgeous, gorgeous pattern, shawl pattern. And it is a bought pattern, paid for pattern on Ravelry by Jumper Cables. The yarn is Baroka Vintage DK. And the color is a number 2183. It's purple. And there's where I was last week. Oh, I finished 3 pattern repeats. So everything got some love. I am knitting it on my US 6 4mm squares by college yarn squares. 40-inch circular. That's all. It's a lovely pattern. And I enjoy the process as much as the finished project. It's all garter, except for the lace part. That's garter. Here's the package that my squares came in. It says the name. Does it say? There it is. College. I think I don't know where I ordered them from. Thinking, where did I order them from? I don't know. Another podcaster mentioned them, and I typed in squares and found it and bought it because I thought they were awesome. And my final project is a new project this week. Friday, I think it was Friday night, this yarn kept staring at me and I kept wanting to do something with it. So this is, what did I do? The pattern, here it is. I cast on another simple Raglan Cardi, this one for me. The yarn is thread, loops and threads, snuggly wuggly. The color is called Doodle Dots. And this is why everything there was no finished objects and just a minimal amount of love on the other projects. Here it is. I started and I got a lot. I have not down to dividing for the sleeves yet. But I love it. And it's hard to show because of there's like 290 stitches on the needle right now. And so it is a free pattern. It's on Ravelry and it's by Lion Brand Yarns. You can find it on the Lion Brand website, or you can find it on Ravelry as a and I'll link it to the pattern from Ravelry. I'm using okay, so the pattern calls for different yarn sizes, but I went up a needle size on both of them because I wanted a little more drape to the fabric. So I am using size 7s, 4.5, and this is an 8, US 8, which is 5.5 millimeter, and they are my Addi Turbo 40-inch circulars. Also, I did another modification to kind of break up the stockinette portion. I added a garter ridge. I'm doing like every 15 or 16 rows I'm adding a garter ridge just to kind of break up the monotony. I love the fabric that it's making. I love the little spots of color. This is a light pink color with spots of purple and pink and red, and I love it. I keep thinking it looks like pajamas. I don't care. I'm going to wear it. I probably will make 3/4 inch sleeves, and I probably will go I will probably make it a little longer depending on the fit of when I get to that point. I don't know. We'll see. It might be a shorty, like a shrug. That's all of the the works in progress. No finished objects. But that took a lot of my time this week because it's just like, I want to know that. I want to know that. I want to know that. So that's all. So, note the spinning is the same as last week. Still working on the Polworth from Yarn Geek Fibers. Haven't done any more. So we're just going to go to Pinterest. And I am revisiting this Pinterest because of the time of year it is, you know. Had kids getting ready or already in school, having to buy, you know, the school clothes and all of that. And I actually did do this week. Okay. This is my new favorite way to keep the original hem in jeans when you have to hem them. And I did this week. Melissa's boyfriend's son, he's an awkward size, and wait for the page to load. And he could find what would fit him around, but they couldn't find the length that he needed, so she asked me if I would hem him, and so I did. So what you do, I'm just going to show you. I should just show you the pin after I just let it open. Anyway, there's a link, but you measure how much you want to cut off, then you fold it. You fold the jeans to the half of that, or a little more, because you're going to then, I don't know why the computer is not loading so fast today. Do, 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 do. Okay, here we go. So, oh boy. Anyway, there's links in the show notes. What you do is, like I said, you find out how much you need to take off. Then you fold it up to half that size, and then you pin it and you sew along that hem, and then cut off the excess, and voila. You still have the original hem, but you've got it at the right length. Links in the show notes that you can open. We don't want to waste time because this won't open. So Stumble this week is top 10 awesome MacGyver tricks that speak for themselves. And I'm hoping that this will open up better. I was having trouble with Pinterest earlier, so top 10 awesome MacGyver tricks that speak for themselves. Links in the show notes, and I'm just going to kind of go through. Number 1, using a squeeze bottle for pancakes. A post-it note to avoid a drilling mess. So you put the post-it note folded underneath where you're drilling, and it catches all the junk. Using sealing plastic bags with old bottle caps. So you cut the bottle cap, put it in, then you fold it down and close it up. Awesome. Removing a strip screw with a rubber band. You can organize anything with an over-the-door shoe holder. Create an instant snack bowl with any snack bag, and it gives you directions on how to make. And it also says below, then eat the snacks with chopsticks to avoid getting the mess on your fingers. You can create extra shelf space with a tension rod. I have to show you that. That's kind of cool. Organize cables with toilet paper tubes. Use soda cap tabs to save closet space. And finally, you can use the binder clips for cable catches. Da, 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 da. Okay. There you have it. There are links in the show notes to all the things that I have mentioned. So, thank you for stopping by and for spending some time with me. And if you found anything of value, of entertainment, or inspiration, please leave your subscribe, thumbs up, and comment. I've noticed that the comments are getting like very far and few between, and a lot of not a lot of activity on Ravelry. So I don't know, I guess this summer. Anyway, I'll see you guys in 2 weeks, and think about me next week, and pray for my safety and that we have a wonderful trip. And I would thank you so much. Bye, you guys.